Ma'am, what did you ask? What was in there?
No, I was just saying that there's somebody in the chat who's mentioned that you have bought a scooter for yourself, so scooter for yourself, and I wanted to congratulate you on that.
Greatly celebrated. Yeah, ma'am. I got a two-wheeler yesterday.
Okay,
They're just
congratulations.
thank you. They're just making fun out of it. You bought it for Women's Day. Actually, the delivery came on a special day.
That's
There
okay.
wasn't
You
anything.
know, you should
There
take
wasn't
pride
anything
in it.
planned.
You should take
Okay.
pride in it. You're proud to be a woman. That's why you bought it. So it's fun, definitely.
Yeah. Uh, Thank you, ma'am. So shall we begin?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so welcome dear participants and welcome ma'am. Before we begin, I would like to give some instructions for the participants. Throughout this session, you have to keep your mic muted. If you have any queries, questions, you can ask it at the end of the session in the chat box. Please don't turn on your mic in between or after the session. And at the end of the session, we will be giving a feedback form. You have to fill it. It's compulsory for us taking the attendance, and it's for giving your participation certificate. So make sure that you fill out the form before leaving. Uh, Okay, that's all. And now, ma'am, for a small inauguration session, I would like to invite Mr. Mohammed Musharraf from our Exicom of IEEE MESD. Musharraf, can you please take over?
Yeah, hello. Am I audible, Amira?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, thank you. Very good evening to one and all. And first of all, thank you, Miss, for joining with us. It's a great pleasure for us to having you over here in this platform. We cannot describe this word because getting someone very particular and very experienced in some particular field and having you over here, it's great pleasure for us. And it's also a big pleasure for IEEE MESB being in the stage and celebrating International Women's Day 2021. So initially, I would like to thank my team who all worked over behind this, and including Ms. Amerunisa, who take that big opportunity to moderate over here, and all the team members gathered over here, members and other college members. I would like to welcome you all initially, and putting into 2 to 3 words because it has been said to me to inaugurate this session. Initially, I would like to say that I would love to salute. Amira, could you please mute your mic? I think that's creating a small disturbance.
Yeah, sure.
You can turn it on while you speak. Oh, thank you. This great. Thank you. Initially, I would like to, before inaugurating this session, to my personal feeling from my heart, I would love to say that it's a great. I would like to salute all the women all over the globe, my mom or my sisters. Not, I mean, all Indians are all my brothers and sisters. From that perspective, from that point of view, I would like to salute all over the women all over the globe who work so hard. There is a quote I read it yesterday. It is said that men do what they can do. Men do what they can do, but the women do what men cannot. That it has touched my heart very deeply because that is the perfect way, and we all have a live example. That's our mom. We have a live example in front of us. That's our mom, or that might be our sister, or might be daughter, or a wife that we are having matured that enough. But there is an example for every man. So I would love to salute all the women's over, and I would like to say that this program has officially inaugurated, and I hand over this session to my teammates and our honorable chief guest. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you a lot for having me over this. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
Have
so
a
much.
good day, guys.
Thank you so much, Mohammed, and thank you so much for a beautiful quote and for wishing everybody. I think your intentions were all over your face and the way you were talking. So I'm happy that I could be here, and I'm sure women around you are as proud of you as I am feeling today. Because for a young man like you to be able to see things like that and to be able to, help women feel that they are important takes a lot, and I'm so happy that I could meet you this way. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Amira, you can take over.
Yeah, thank you, Mushira, for the inaugural session. Ma'am, so shall we begin?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so as you all know, we are here on behalf of Women's Day, even though we are we are late by a day. So, can you please share your thoughts on the relevance of Women's Day?
Yes, Amira. I believe I'm glad that we are doing it a day after. I think that in itself sends a message that Women's Day is not just to be celebrated on 8th of March, but on every single day. So I'm glad that we are doing this a day later and sending across that message. And regarding your question on my views about Women's Day, in all honesty, it's a little sad because when you understand that it was started off, Women's Day was started in 1908. So that's when the first Women's Day, or how women came together and started a movement for themselves. It started off in 1908, and today we are in 2021, and yet we have to celebrate it. So that again in itself should be a realization that how everybody, not just women but all genders, and everybody needs to start treating each other equally, and start and stop defining genders and roles. So if I see it from that perspective, it gets a little sad that okay, it has taken us so much time and still we have not reached where we wanted to. But if I see it from a positive perspective, it definitely is a good day. The importance of the day is immense, and we should all feel proud of not just ourselves but also of the women around us, we as women, of course, and also men, like Musharraf mentioned, how he congratulates everybody. So definitely it is both ways. And with the realization that we've already we've already had this day since 1908, with that realization we should obviously work towards empowering women every day and not just on 8th of March. So that is what I feel about it.
You're absolutely right, ma'am. That's what we all do because we on that special occasion or special day, we congratulate them a lot. We appreciate them. That when that day is over, we often forget it. They have to
Yes,
be celebrated every day. Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
definitely.
ma'am. About you and Skillet School, I think it would be better if you give them a description about Skillet School than I give them. Can you give participants a description about Skillet School?
Yes, definitely. So, in very, very brief words and very layman language, what we teach at the Skillet School is what we were never taught in schools or colleges. So, how to lead a life, and how to be yourself. So, I always say I am teaching you to communicate not just with people around you but also with your own self, because generally, even if they are teaching communication skills in a school or in college with a personality development course, they're not teaching you how to talk to yourself, which is the most important talk that one needs to have. Because if the dialogue within yourself is good, your dialogue with the outer world is going to be great. So what we at Skillet School do is that we start from building your inside and then work on your outside, giving you everything that you need to succeed in life, not just in a career, but in life. And with life, I mean your career, your parents, your relationships, dealing with your own self, with your own emotions, with your own mental health. So all of that combined is what we give at Skillet School. That's the most layman language I could tell you things in. The rest of it you can
You're
see
a
it on
great ma'am.
list thing that I could tell.
Yeah. We all know that more than textbooks, the real world is out of textbooks. So we need these kind of skills to communicate with the actual world. And I must say you are doing a great job, ma'am.
Thank
Uh,
you.
so I would like to yeah, I would like to know what was your motivation for starting something beautiful like Skillet School?
Okay. So I'll be again very honest here. It started off with a realization again, because I was always an above average student, never the topper, never wanted to be a topper. maybe because my bringing up was such, my parents never forced me कि इतने marks लाने हैं या इतना कुछ होना है. I was always above average, and sometimes I would stop writing the exam when I knew, okay, I'm going to pass and अब मुझे आगे लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So I was that kind of a student. I'm not asking you to take inspiration from me as a student, but that is how it was. And when we sat for placements, I got recruited in all the places wherein I sat for. Whereas my counterparts, my friends who had slogged so much during their school time and during their college time, they couldn't. And the reason was that they didn't have the other skills that I had developed during my school and college, because I went to a lot of PD classes. I was involved with a lot of organizations while I was in college. So their things were limited to college, and my thing was not just college or school. It was always other things as well. So that was one realization, and I thought, because I'm good at it, I should do it. So it became my passion. And that is what I want to tell you all young people today, ki passion will take you only till here. It's only when you develop a purpose for living is when your business is going to thrive. So I have been in the industry for almost 3.5, 4 years. And again, in all honesty, I would say for 2 years, I was just, it was just passion. And I was doing okay. Like passion tha, maza aata tha, and I would have fun. But that was it. The change came when I found a purpose. And that is when Skillet became what it became, what it is today. So purpose will take you only till here. It's only when you see your passion is going to take you till here. But when you find your purpose, that is when things get better. So I know we see a lot of people on social media talking about passion, apna passion follow karo, find your passion and all things like that. No, it's not passion. Trust me. Passion hoga, you will feel good, but you won't feel content. So content is कि भाई अगर चीजें खराब भी जा रही हैं, then also you are satisfied कि जो आप कर रहे हो चाहे 2% है, but it is good. So अगर आपको वैसा वाला life जीना है, and that is what you want in life, you need to find your purpose. So my motivation to start was something कि मेरे पास कुछ अच्छा है, मैं वही देती हूँ. But it became my purpose when I saw that I could have an impact on someone's life. And when I took that responsibility on myself is when Skillet became what it is today. So that is my answer. So that is one learning you must all have. कि passion के पीछे नहीं भागना है, purpose ढूंढना है अपना.
Difference between passion and purpose, right, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah. Ma'am, so what were the challenges you faced in the initial days of building Skillet School?
A lot of challenges actually. My self-confidence also went, the whole spiral, because I thought ho jayega, I'm good at it, so people will be accepting me. And as a woman especially, and also the way I look, I'm short and everything. I know you all can't see me, but I'm just 5'1". So I think a lot of that came as challenges. Whenever I would go to clients, I was told, oh, college students, why would they want to hear you? You look like them, and there is not, there is not a big age gap. Why would they want to listen to somebody who's just as young? So that was one thing. And unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of mentors that time, and everybody would tell me कि आप सिर्फ बच्चों पे ध्यान देना, don't even think about going to a corporate or even going to a college. आप सिर्फ school के बच्चों तक limited रहना, even the kindergarten kids, that should be your market. So I was constantly told about that कि आपको अपना look change करना पड़ेगा, you don't look old enough. So I think those were the challenges. One, wherein I didn't have a lot of support. That is one aspect. And second, I would say I had to learn business, because business, not everybody can be an entrepreneur. And even today also, I feel there is a lot more that I have to learn when it comes to business part. One is knowing your field, and the other part is how to run a business. They are two different things. We think कि हम इसमें अच्छे हैं तो बहुत अच्छा हो जाएगा. No. You have to keep learning. You have to also know what is the business side of it if you are really starting off your own self. So वो चीज I think has been my biggest obstacles and hindrances that I would say initially.
Okay, ma'am. So, were there any challenges or obstacles that you faced? You felt it was because being a woman, you thought that I wouldn't have had to face that if I was a man. Were there any challenges or obstacles like
Yes,
that?
absolutely. Like I'm mentioning, because I'm short in height and I don't look my age. So all these things came to me as a negative thing. I would everybody would tell me कि लोग सिर्फ सुनने नहीं आएंगे तेरे को, you know, just because you're a girl. And sadly enough, I remember this one. He was my trainer, and this man told me that why don't I go to boys' school and do it, and that really hurt me. That really hurt me, and I think it's the first time I'm ever talking about it. But for a trainer, you know, who trained me, for him to say something like that to me, I think I really took an offense for that. uh, I remember it was a government project that I was doing, and it was supposed to be in a boys' school, and I was a little hesitant because it's government school, and you know how we have this in our psyche that they are going to be very bold and very, you know, naughty, notorious, and may not, you know, I won't be able to teach them. So I was hesitant about it, and when I had approached a trainer, my trainer that time, and I asked him like, what should I do because it's scary, and he said, no, you should always capitalize on boys college and boys school. So that, I believe, was really wrong for that person to say, being at a stature like that, because today I'm at the same stature. So I think those things kept coming to me again and again. And I'm sure if it was another man here, he wouldn't be told कि आप लड़कियों के college में जाके बात करो. He would never been told that. So I hated that. Honestly, I hated that, and I in fact didn't do it. गुस्से में आके मैंने वो project किया भी नहीं. कि बिकॉज उन्होंने मुझे इसलिए बोला है कि मैं लड़की हूँ और लड़कों के कॉलेज में जाके करो, बिकॉज आई फेल्ट सो बैड, आई डिडंट डू इट. एंड टुडे आई फील कि वो शायद मेरा चाइल्डिश बिहेवियर था. आई शुड हैव आंसर्ड बैक to that person there and then and taken up the project. So yeah, I think these things, especially on the looks and on everything, just kept coming to me. It still does. It still does when I'm talking to a client, and I can feel their tone getting a little weird, or they complimenting me in a professional meeting. I think those things still hurt me, and I have to take a stand every now and then and say that okay, I can accept a compliment, but this is not the right time. So a lot of times I have had to not take on clients because of this reason. So yeah, that as a woman I get a lot, and it's a little sad, a lot sad actually.
It's 21st century now, and still we have to hear these kind of comments. That makes us really sad.
Absolutely, it's
Yeah.
so bad. Like
So ma'am, how did? Please continue.
no, it's fine. I was just saying the same thing, that it's bad. It's 21st century, and still we have to teach people. I think everybody should enroll in this select school and learn these things.
Yeah, ma'am. So, how did you overcome all these, or what helped you the most to overcome these challenges?
So I mean, like I just said, अब मुझे लगता है when I look back in the hindsight that I should have answered back to that trainer who told me to go ahead and take up a project in a boys' school. That realization, and of course, I believe my wisdom helped me when I met people. It helped me, you know, unlearn a lot of things. Because ये conditioning होती है हम लड़कियों की mind में कि अगर किसी ने हमें बोला है we can't answer back. Oh, he's a teacher, he's a trainer, he's at a stature like that, we should not answer back. So I have relearned a lot of things. I had to unlearn a lot of things. So now I can take a step and say, okay, my business is one side, but my respect is on the other, and I'm going to respect my self-respect. And if you pass a comment which I don't feel is necessary and is making me uncomfortable, I'm ready to let go of that business. So I I think integrity has helped me, because I can say maybe कहीं बार लगता है कि चलो ठीक है, you know, छोटी सी चीज है, we can ignore, business आ रहा है, and I would have done that. Honestly, I would have done that, wherein I felt a little uncomfortable, and yet I was like, chalo, one time ka seminar hai, I'll do it, I'll get my money, and that's fine. But today I realize more than money, more than business, I think what is important is you being integral to what you believe in, and really अपनी जो core values हैं उनको respect करना. So just yesterday, Saturday, yeah. So 2 days back, I had to say no to a client because something similar happened, and it was a big project. If I see it from a business perspective, yes, definitely it's big. And I know I heard somebody say कि छोटी मोटी चीजें चलती हैं. नहीं, I don't want those छोटी मोटी चीजें चलती रहें. Today, if I put my foot down, only then it's going to stop for me and for the other women. So a lot of relearning needs to be done, a lot of unlearning needs to be done, and that is what I have been doing. I still don't think कि मैं अभी भी उसी वहाँ पर हूँ, लेकिन I'm getting there. So yes, that is how I have helped.
Yeah, when it comes to learning, we often think about learning something new. There is two other processes, unlearning and relearning, which we often forget, right, ma'am?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that is more important. Learn तो आप कर लोगे, लेकिन जब आप गलत चीज को unlearn ही नहीं कर रहे हो, so even the learning, it's not going to get imbibed. वो फिर ऊपर का ही रहेगा. So unlearning is the first step.
Yeah, ma'am. Well, ma'am, about 2021 Women's Day tagline, "Choose to challenge." What do you think? What women has what women has to challenge? Is it the society they has to challenge, or they themselves? What do you think? Who we have to challenge?
Actually, they themselves have to challenge अपने खुद के core beliefs. Like I said, बहुत conditioning की गई है, especially in a country like ours, and we know how our history has been. So definitely it's our own conditioning that we need to challenge. And because if you go to a room, let's say you are in a room full of people who don't believe in genders, who believe in equality, and they see men and women and the other genders as humans, and अगर वहां पर आपको लगता है कि भाई you can't raise your voice because you are not going to be heard, then what's the point of even having gender equality or any sort of equality in the world? So you have to first challenge your own beliefs. When you start feeling like you are a human and your voice matters, when you yourself dissociate yourself from your gender, things change, and then you can also take a stand for others, for other genders there. So choose to challenge your own beliefs, choose to challenge your own conditioning. That is what I believe in. That is more important.
Yes, ma'am. Often it is not the society or our families that keep us, that withhold us. Often it becomes our inner challenges. So how do you think one can overcome their inner challenges, their fears and complexions?
So it starts from knowing oneself. अगर आप जितना अपने आप को जानते हो, only then can you work on yourself. So if I say that I have to work on myself, and उसके लिए to work on myself, I need to know what are my limiting beliefs. I need to know the things that I need improvement on, and the patterns that I need to break. So all of it, I believe, the funnel starts from self-awareness. चाहे वो आप लड़की हो, लड़का हो, कोई और जेंडर है, कोई भी इंसान है, अगर वो बेटर होना चाहता है अपने आप से, if the person wants to get better, they have to start from self-awareness. Because Amira, you see me and you feel कि oh, rhythm का ये अच्छा है, so I think I should have it. But why? Maybe that is not your requirement. Your requirement could be something else, right? So अगर हमें अपनी requirement ही नहीं पता है, if we are not aware of ourselves, we will want everything that everybody has. We'll keep on adding things कि ये भी ले लो, ये भी ले लो, ये भी ले लो, लेकिन हमें पता ही नहीं है that that puzzle, we don't know what is going to fit in that puzzle. तो जितना मर्जी ले लो, जितने मर्जी पजल इकट्ठे कर लो, आपका वो खुद का पजल तो फिल होगा ही नहीं. So you need to know what is that vacuum that you need to fill. Vacuum, or vacuum is a bigger word, I would say. Just area of improvement. What is that one thing that you need to strengthen? So self awareness is the answer to that question. आप जितना अपने साथ बैठेंगे, जितना introspect करेंगे, उतना ही help करेगा. And introspection and self awareness does not happen one day. Today you listen to rhythm and you are like, oh, even I want to introspect and become aware. मैं जाके अपनी diary में note down करता हूँ and I'm sorted for life. No, that doesn't happen. You have to keep doing it, because every day we are changing, every day we are learning something new, every day our taste is changing. I remember giving this example in one of my other seminars very recently, and it's a funny example actually. Bachpan se I hated amla. I had never tried the amla gooseberry, the fruit. Okay, so because I had heard कि बहुत खट्टा होता है, नहीं खाना, it's very bad, we should, bad or what, it's good for health, but it's very khatta and one can't have it. Of course, I'm 28 now, 28 plus, and I had never tried it. During the lockdown, ऐसे ही वो पड़ा होता, because vitamin C, everybody was doing. So let me try it. कितना ही बुरा होगा ना? So I just dared to try it, and I loved it. Now imagine something like that small. हमारे taste buds भी कितने change होते हैं. I was a non-veg fan, but today, like, I have almost left it. I don't like the taste of it. So something that small जो आपका change हो रहा है, just your taste buds, nobody has even influenced you on those regards. So imagine how much you are changing as a person, how much your beliefs are changing. आप इतना content आज consume कर रहे हो on the internet and meeting people like this virtually. You're consuming so much of knowledge and information, so you're bound to change. And if you think कि आज मैं introspect करके आज मैं अपने बारे में सीख जाऊंगा, then that's wrong, because tomorrow you listen to another somebody. Today rhythm is inspiring you maybe, but tomorrow if you listen to somebody else who has a different ideology, maybe your thoughts will change, maybe you will resonate with the other person more. So self reflection is a everyday process. If not every day, try to sit with yourselves every week. Once in a week you can do that. 15 minute अपने साथ बैठो and see what you are, what are your beliefs. So that, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, ma'am. I think that happens when we look around too much that we forget to look within ourselves, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, very nicely put that.
Yeah, ma'am. So about you, ma'am, how do you balance your work, career, and life, personal life?
So I have to be very disciplined, because I myself toss around sometimes. I like to work, so I am a workaholic, and I'm trying not to be that way. So I have to, even at 28, honestly, whosoever is listening to me, I give my phone to my parents most of the times कि please आज ले जाओ, because मैं परेशान होगी, ये मेरे साथ रहेगा, तो मैं सोचती रहूंगी, and I keep writing my notes में जाके मैं लिखती रहूंगी. So it's a little hard. Of course, I don't have a family of my own, like I'm not married, so it's a little easier that way because my parents are understanding. लेकिन मुझे कई बार लगता है कि मेरा वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस नहीं हो रहा है. सो especially when I have some projects wherein I need to work late at night or longer durations, like the last 15 days have been very, very packed for me, and even the coming 15 days look very packed for me. So us time I take one day break, or if not the whole day break, I take a few hours break wherein I really tell my parents to confiscate my phone and keep it with themselves. तो मैं उनके रूम में छोड़ाती हूँ अपना phone and laptop. But yeah, कहीं बार periods होते हैं जहाँ पर wherein I'm very packed and I can't really balance. So for that, जब मेरे पास थोड़ा normal pressure off होता है, that is when I make sure that I'm getting done with work by 6. And after that, no phone calls, no nothing, and that is how I balance. अगर एक दिन में balance नहीं होता तो 15 दिन अगर बहुत packed है, then later I manage. So that way I create a balance.
That's nice, ma'am. When it comes to career, people, especially the young students or those who are entering freshly to their profession, they often think that career means it's something that is when we get a job, when we procure a job, yes, we have a good career. But I think it isn't like that. Career is something that where we keep learning and growing all the time. So we would like to know how Skillet School, what Skillet School teaches you, and how does it help you keep growing?
I'm sorry, if you can just repeat your question. I didn't get it. Like career, one thing you are saying, how career is not just getting a job.
Yeah. Often, especially young students or people think that career means procuring a good job. But it's something where we keep learning and growing. Still, we have the same or another job. So we would like to know how what your profession teaches you and how does it keep help you keep growing.
Okay, okay, I understood now. So yeah, definitely, career is not that. It's not ki you have procured a job or you've started a business, then it's all done. No, it's an ongoing process. Every day I'm learning something new. I'm sure today when the kind of questions you are asking me, I'm loving it already, and it's making me think also, right? So this is something I'm learning. I have attended, I think, 15 to 17 webinars in the last 1.5, 2 months. And the kind of questions you have asked me today are not what I've heard of. So, see, it's teaching me, it's making me myself think that way, right? I'm thinking on a very different line today. So, it's teaching me something. Maybe I knew these things, I did not talk about it, or I wasn't aware about it. So my profession, especially because I'm meeting new people almost every day, and the number of people I'm meeting, I have some clients from the USA, I have some clients from Mumbai, I have some clients from Australia. So different nationalities, different cities. When I'm meeting them, everybody has their own story. So it really makes me, I believe, it makes me one grateful for um, for all the things that I have in my life, and for being able to bring a change in others. That's one thing, and gratitude is something which I believe if anybody starts following, their life can change. So that is one. I have never been more grateful in my life than I am today, and every day it's growing. So that is one. And two, I am beginning to understand myself better, because when you're talking to humans, you are talking to not just their present self, you're also talking to their past self, because that's what keeps coming up, and it gives you so much insight about human nature. And you see that there is people can look the prettiest of their the most beautiful, the most good looking people in the world, but they have stories. So it's not just what you see here, there is a lot happening behind. And in my profession, I get to meet the person behind just the surface, and that helps me be better. That really helps me be better, not just in my profession but also as a human. And that is one thing I'm truly grateful for, that I am becoming better every day with my profession. So no matter if you are in a profession like this or in any other, answering your first part of the question, which is procuring a job and then feeling ki career set hai, no, you have to keep learning. You can't remain stagnant. And whether you are in my field or in any other field, the day you are stagnant, the day you are not learning, you are not living. So learning is something that needs to happen every day. Again, for your contentment. आप happy हो सकते हो. Happy is a fleeting emotion. Contentment is which is going to stay forever, which is going to make you feel satisfied and at peace. Everybody says ना peace चाहिए. वो peace तभी आता है जब आप अंदर से content हो. और contentment तभी आता है when you are learning every day and you are living every day. So yeah, that is how I learn. That is how I'm growing with my profession.
That's not very nice to hear, ma'am. Often people tell us to be calm, to remain peaceful. But today you told how to remain peaceful. That was really very nice to hear. Ma'am, as a female leader, what was the biggest barrier that you faced in your career?
that I was seen as a female leader. I was not seen as a leader.
The attitude of our society, right? Even I had the same mistake, I think.
Yes, I think that is the biggest barrier because they say, oh, uh, and again, it goes a lot inside. I've always believed इतना अपनी इतने लोगों से मिलने के बाद ना, Amira and everybody, I think we have to keep challenging ourselves because as a leader, when I start thinking of myself as a female leader, I am myself, selling myself short. So there are a lot of conditioning that we have had जो हमें break करना है, and uh, I think that is what really matters. If we can fight our own conditioning, that is where it helps us. So if I could answer, I think I lost your question, but वही है कि सबसे बड़ा barrier यही रहा है कि female बोला गया है हमें, not a leader but a female leader. So when we ourselves can dissociate us from genders, I think it helps because I remember I had to get some. So right now I have a BD person, business development, who is a male, and I have been trying to tell him that I want a female-led team. I want all females. So I'm like giving him hints that maybe I may need to let go of you, because the reason why I kept him was not because of his expertise, but because he was a man. And I didn't realize it that time. I realize it today. So see the conditionings. The conditioning has been so strong when I have to negotiate. I don't take up another thing. I don't take up sessions on negotiation or sales. I always pass it on. And just a few days back, I got a call and they said, "Ki aap etiquette training kar do." I was like, "Yeah, done." Emotional training kar do? Yes, done. I'll do that. And he's like, "Give me a proposal for sales and negotiation also." I was like, that is not my forte. And suddenly, after keeping the call, I realized, how do I know it? How do I even know that it's not what I'm good at? I have never tried, not even once. So, and this realization, seriously, it happened like a few days ago because I sat down after that call thinking कि मैंने कभी try ही नहीं किया है. It's just I know these things are more associated with a male gender, कि वो sales की training करता है, because any good sales trainer I know of is a male in my fraternity. So I just felt कि कितना गलत conditioning हुआ है हमारा. So I think that is the barrier. Our own conditioning is the barrier, and we need to fight it every day.
I think we should even stop mentioning like female leader, female entrepreneur,
Yes.
like that, right, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. So, ma'am, I would like to ask you, what advices or suggestions do you have with yourself to give the leaders nowadays?
Yes. One, again, challenge your own conditioning. Know yourself, because you are learning every day. Like I mentioned, मेरे को ये कभी realize ही नहीं हुआ था why I kept that person in my team. I didn't even check for a women who had similar expertise. So आपको हर रोज you have to know yourself. You have to sit with yourself and understand why you are operating the way you are operating. कि वो, we know how the computer works. There is a language behind it, right? And the language changes, update आता रहता है. So similarly, treat yourself the same way कि आपके brain में coding हुई है, and every day you have to see कि what more update you want. So like your mobile phones and your laptops, जैसे उनको update चाहिए होता है software का, you yourself need to have those updates. So keep learning about yourself. Keep challenging yourself. Now I realized it कि मैंने sales का कभी training नहीं किया है. I am sure within the next few months I will at least try once and then see for myself कि मैं अच्छी हूँ उसमें या नहीं. So the moment you realize what is it that you have never challenged yourself with, is the time you start making up your mind कि okay, the next challenge is this. So as a budding leader, I would just say to a man or to a woman or to any other gender कि please अपने आप को जानो, and once you understand what your area of improvement is, Just focus on that and focus one by one. अगर 10 areas of improvement है, तो पहला एक उठाओ. Keep your priority list ready and keep learning. That's about it. And find your purpose. Yes, that's important. Passion is important, लेकिन purpose बहुत important है. Purpose आपको, मतलब मुझे पता है कि मैं आंखें बंद करके कह सकती हूँ कि मैं I am okay doing this, what I'm doing for the rest of my life. And if I was just following it as a passion, there were some days I would get bored कि यार same चीज सिखाई जा रही हूँ. And it has happened. I remember I would start taking offs, or I would not take up more clients. So the day you find your purpose, you know you are set for life. You can just keep on adding things, लेकिन एक अच्छा आपको पता चल जाएगा पर्पस कैसे फुलफिल करना है. इट कुड बी दिस वे और इट कुड बी दैट वे, whichever way, लेकिन पर्पस will remain the same. Passions can keep changing. Today I'm passionate about talking, tomorrow I may be passionate about writing, third day I could be passionate about acting, anything, right? So passion can keep changing, but when you have a purpose, then all your passions are going to come to this point, this central point. So purpose ढूंढना important है, and passions can keep changing. So these are the two things that I would say. Find your purpose and keep learning about yourself. These two things.
Great words, ma'am. Now, you already told us how did you enter this profession? What made you come into a field like this? So, apart from that, were there any inspirations or someone who influenced you so much?
Actually, not somebody from my field, but yes, I have told this story. I think if you've ever heard my lives or anything, but yes, I remember my 2 students really inspired me to find my purpose. Actually, I was training in one of the MNCs, and we had new recruits there. I remember this was the first batch wherein this male student of mine wrote poetry for me, and he addressed me as a mother. And we had hardly any age gap. I was 26, 25, and this person must have been like 19, 20, 21, either of the ages. So hardly 5-6 saal ka gap tha, and he addressed me as a mother. That was like, that brought tears to my eyes, and I was like, okay, I don't know, I'm just following my passion, I'm just doing what I like. I don't know kitna kya change kar diya maine uski life mein. It was an 11-day training. That was the first thing. And then it was some 3rd or 4th batch, and again in the same MNC, and this girl comes up to me on the last day of training, and she happened to touch my feet. I still don't consider myself worthy of being, at a stature wherein somebody has to touch my feet. But that again moved me so much that I quit freelancing that day. That was the last batch I took. And I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but it definitely is making an impact in people's life. So I need to level up. I need to take responsibility, and I need to better myself so that I can give better things. And I think those 2 students have been my inspiration, in all honesty, because I never looked at the field. मुझे टीचर कभी नहीं बनना था. मतलब बचपन में, how very stereotypically saying, but how all girls either want to be actresses or they want to be teachers. I have never played with a chalk and a board in my life, like never, because मुझे पसंद ही नहीं था वो. I don't know why, but I never liked that field. I didn't understand the importance of teachers, but those 2 students made me feel responsible and made me see how much of an impact a teacher or a trainer or an educator has on the people that they are addressing. And that was an eye-opener for me. And I think I would still say those 2 kids are my inspiration. So because they inspired me to be who I am today. If they were not there in those batches, I don't think so I would be doing the same things or with the same intent behind it. So my intentions grew purer after those 2 kids. So I would call them my inspiration.
A beautiful moment where the student becomes the teacher and teacher becomes the student, right, ma'am?
Yes, absolutely.
So, ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, I can see you. I can see you.
Okay. Okay. Nowadays, the presence of women in industrial, cooperative, and business fields. Do you think that what is your opinion about what kind of impact does that make when women and male-dominated field?
So one again challenge और conditioning की male dominated field है. सबसे पहले तो ये. And I'll give you a very recent example. Today I was getting my parents vaccinated and I had gone, and I happened to walk in the doctor's room, and he didn't hear me, and that's for the first time I felt I'm not being heard. And after a very long time कि अरे मतलब मैं 4 बार बुला लिया आपको excuse me करके बोल रही हूँ and you're not listening to me. And पहले मेरे दिमाग में आया अरे शायद because I'm a girl and they all they were all males there were some 5-7 men out there, and I felt a little not uncomfortable, but yeah, my voice was very low, a very polite voice. And then suddenly it struck my mind that they are not taking me seriously. It's been 7-8 minutes and I'm standing here without them even noticing. That's when I had to raise my voice and say it, excuse me, I've been waiting here. And I had to be very firm. So now this is not business, right? But worse things are happening when women are dealing, in fields which are supposedly dominated by men. Again, वहाँ पर आपको conditioning change करनी पड़ेगी. वहाँ पर you have to know yourself कि you have power. Whether it's meeting a doctor, whether it's going for a deal, you have power and your voice matters. When you start believing that your voice matters, you will automatically get that confidence to talk assertively and to demand respect and demand a ear to listen to. So I think that is what may help. I mean, I think we've lost you.
No, ma'am. There was some problem with the video, but I think I can still communicate with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. That was nice to hear, ma'am. And apart from Women's Day, there is one more special day that we really dedicate to women. That is Mother's Day. Well, being a mother is a privilege only women can hold. So, and how much beauty do you see in being a mother?
I am not a mother yet, but definitely I want to be a mother one day because it's beautiful. I really feel it's the strength of a woman. It's not just about giving birth, but a lot of that I see. You are raising a human being, not just your baby. You are raising a human being who can have an impact in the world. So it's such a beautiful. Maybe I have never experienced it, but I really feel it is what it looks like. It is a beautiful phenomenon. I must salute our mothers, all our mothers who've done that, because if they weren't there, we won't turn out the way we are. So it's a lot of a responsibility, and it's a beautiful thing. I feel it's just beautiful. It's simply beautiful.
Simply beautiful.
Yes, I think that's the only word that I have. It's next to God. God has created the world, but we don't know God. We know our mothers. They have created human beings, right? So whenever there is a debate like that, I always say mothers are equivalent to gods because they are destiny, not destiny. I don't know. Of course, when I believe in it, I believe in it. But what we see, practicality, जो दिखता है, वो सिर्फ parents दिखते हैं. They are shaping us. So mother is what shapes us, what gives avatar to our behavior, our the way we the way we become when we grow up. So character हमारा जो shape up कर रहे हैं वो हमारे mothers कर रहे हैं, right? And we wouldn't have been the way we are if it wasn't for our mothers and our parents, for that matter. So it's a beautiful thing.
Wow, wonderful.
Excuse me, Amira.
Yeah.
Really sorry to interrupt. I was just saying we are past going time. If you could give a chance, or if the audience is having any questions, they can bring up, or you can continue with this because we are going past the time. Really sorry for the interruption.
It's okay, Mr. Rafi. Yes, I was really about to wind up. Ma'am, so there was only one more question. Okay. Well, something that often comes in discussions. So, especially in our country. So, ma'am, what are your thoughts on increasing sexual harassments, abuse, and abuses against women, and the working of our current judicial and protective forces towards stopping it?
It's important, definitely, and we must, as women, know that we have to stop our conditioning. Again, like I said, kahi baar, recently I watched this video on Instagram. I don't know which profile or what, but वो श्वेता वाला जो एक आया था, so उसी के ऊपर it's the video wherein this girl is talking about how this man, after the virtual chat, went on to a personal chat and gave her a comment like, oh, you were looking a certain way, which made her feel uncomfortable. So what we girls think is कि इतना uncomfortable ठीक है, अगर मतलब अगर इससे ज्यादा क्रॉस नहीं कर रहा वो लाइन, then the boy is not wrong and then the man is not wrong. But we need to start understanding कि ये we shouldn't have anything that makes us uncomfortable. We need to raise our voice against it. We really need to. जैसे मैंने खुद के अपने एग्जाम्पल्स मेंशन किए हैं कि पहले I took up a client who had passed on a comment and I thought कि इतना तो चलता है and business आ रहा है तो आ जाए. But today I understand कि no, if it is making me uncomfortable, that means it is wrong. The person's intentions are wrong. We as women, I suppose our intuitions are much better than of man's, and we must make use of it. हम लोगों को पता होता है, हमारी sixth sense होती है when the intention of the person is not right, and the more we can pay heed to that intuition, the more we are confident about that intuition. We should not let anybody say ki that is fine. If it is not fine with you, it is not fine. And what may not be fine for Amira may be fine with Ridhim, and what may not be fine with Ridhim may be fine with some other woman. So everybody has their own limit, has their own comfort level, and one, we should not think कि ये standard level है, इतना होना is okay. No, इतना होना is not okay. I decide my limit. I decide when I'm not uncomfortable, not anybody else. So definitely we need to learn to raise our voice against it, and we need to pay heed to that intuition. When we feel something is wrong, then most definitely it is wrong. 99% of the times it is wrong, and we must raise our voice. And I'm glad there are corporates and companies, good companies, they have things like this in place. Whenever there's a harassment, or we have trainings for that. There are special trainings for these kind of things, जहाँ पर आप corporates में बताते हैं कि अगर कुछ भी होता है, you are given all the support to go and report. So definitely it's good. So we women must feel secured in a way. And those are my thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely right, ma'am. So, ma'am, we are about to wind up, and shall we go for a Q&A session?
Yes, definitely. I would love that.
Okay, audience, if you have any queries, please type it in the comment box.
Yeah, or else they can please, you can raise your hand in the virtually, and you can turn on the mic also. If you on at the time, it may become that clumsy voice, but yeah.
Yes, I would love to answer your questions. Anything.
It's absolutely fine. If anyone is having gone, turn on the mic, no issue.
Who all can join Skillet? Thank you so much, Ajita, for the compliment first. Secondly, any major of my clientele is in the age group between 22 to 34, but you also do for kids, but very less. We do some seminars and some workshops for kids, but most of my clientele is between 22 to 34. Students appearing for interviews, students wanting to learn them about themselves. So we have all these programs, like I mentioned, key self-reflection is very important. So we have a program for that as well. आप self reflection सीखें, you want to learn about interview skills. So anybody who wishes to better themselves, for them, I think Skillet School is perfect. Anybody who wants to better themselves. Okay. Altihaf Shah has asked a question. Let me read it. We have so many women or girls living in a very bad condition. Thank you so much, Altaf, for that question. And I must again congratulate you for having that kind of a thought. I myself work with a few NGOs wherein I try to empower women, and I think having a thought is one step, but that does not do anybody any good. We have to work on the action. So there is no standard way of helping somebody. It could just be that you meet somebody, outside a temple or outside a mosque or anywhere wherein you find the beggars or wherein you find women who are, the young girls. आप अगर उनको कुछ थोड़ा सा empowering भी बोल दोगे ना, I think that also goes a long way. So there is no standard way of helping. Of course, if you have time in your hands and if you have some financial aid that you can provide, that is anyway good. More than financial aid, I believe if you can devote a little time to them, it's great. And you have to find out which sector do you want to help in, because like I am working with an NGO which is responsible for distributing sanitary napkins and imparting knowledge regarding menstruation. So you have to find which is that one field that you want to work on, given the women in the rural areas or in the slums, unke bahut issues hote hain. So pick up that one issue, maybe that is one starting point that you can have. And second, don't think कि अगर आप अंबानी जितना help नहीं कर रहे हो किसी NGO को, तो आप help नहीं कर रहे हो. No, Ambani is only giving his money. What you can maybe give is your word of your wisdom to somebody. Just pass a compliment to someone. So anything that will empower the other person, that will make the other person feel good and not just will make them buy something, a chocolate or a toffee. Not that. Financial aid, I think, is lesser. They all say, right, you give them money, you are helping them get a meal for one time. But if you are imparting them knowledge, you are helping them earn a lot of other meals. So I don't remember how it's how the word goes, but I hope you're getting कि वो क्या चीज है. आप empower कर सकते हैं. That is what I feel in any way. So there is no standard way for that. And I hope I answered your question. So thank you so much. And again, congratulations for having a thought like that, for having an intention to help. That is the first thing. So you've already crossed that stage. Okay, I'm reading another question. At any time of your professional career or from your experience, have you felt about a thing that you couldn't do, but if you were a male, you could do it? Yes. And no, both actually. Yes is because sometimes I realize that sometimes I have, because of my conditioning. Again, I know I'm using the word conditioning a lot, but I think as women, that is one barrier. तो बहुत बार लगा है कि शायद मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगी, and maybe talking to a client, especially corporate clients, I have always had my business development guy to talk, and then when I realized कि ठीक है मैं भी ये कर सकती हूँ, when I realized that I'm just being scared that I might lose on some business, I feel कि it's fine to do it because that is going to help me. Maybe he will leave Skillet, but I am not going to. So what I'm going to do if I keep being dependent on that person, if I keep being dependent on that because he's a male gender. So I think that I would say बहुत बार लगा है, like I mentioned कि मैंने कभी sales training नहीं दी है या कभी negotiation training नहीं दी है. So yeah, sometimes I feel those things, if I was a man, I could have handled both the things. But I also feel till the time I don't challenge myself, I would not know that मैं वो नहीं कर सकती because I am a woman or because I am not good at it. It could be, it should be the other one, not because I'm a woman. It should only be because I'm not good at it. Only then will I stop training on those subjects as well. Then your session was just fab, man. Thank you. On behalf of Women's Day, my advice for men. Okay, I understand we are running out of time, and I think we could take this the last closing thoughts actually. Let's dissociate ourselves from genders, because today in the world wherein we are accepting all the genders and we are working on LGBTQ groups and the queer groups and communities, I think it's time that we realize that we are not just genders, we are humans first, and we need to start believing it that way. Because feminism and masculinity and femininity is inside of each person. So I also have my masculine traits, and a man right here also has his feminine traits. What has happened wrong in the society is that I have been asked only to show my feminine side, and a man has been asked only to show his masculine side. And that is where all this drama and all this wrong things have happened. If I wasn't told कि आप काम नहीं कर सकते, which is supposedly a masculine thing, maybe the oppression that has happened on women wouldn't have happened. And today we are seeing so many men who are suffering from mental health issues, and who, I'm so sorry that they are not even able to talk about it, because उनको बोला गया है, बचपन से बोला गया, लड़का है तो रोएगा नहीं, तू तुझे ही सब कुछ संभालना है, you know, the family depends upon you. So they have been asked not to show their feminine side. And I tell you, in spirituality, if you go, the first thing that you'll understand is हमारे अंदर, हर इंसान के अंदर दोनों energies हैं. Feminine does not mean लड़की and masculine does not mean लड़का. Right? ये energies हैं, like a yin and yang. Yin and yang cannot exist if there is no black and white का equality. अगर वो हल्का सा भी black ज़्यादा हो, तो it's not going to look like a yin and yang, right? So similarly, we have to balance ourselves. So men here and women here, we just need to understand कि हमें दोनों का balance बना के रखना है. I'm sorry, as a feminist, I also feel sometimes women feel कि सिर्फ ये काम आना चाहिए. You know, we should only be good at our careers and not be nurturing. No, nurturing is, both men and women need to be nurturing, right? So let's stop. Let's dissociate genders and roles. And men and women, for men, I think because you specifically asked, I would just say to all the men here, bring your feminine side. Because if you're going to bring your feminine side, we females are going to feel empowered anyway. क्योंकि वो फिर चीज सिर्फ लड़कियों के लिए नहीं देखी जाएगी ना, वो इंसानों के लिए देखी जाएगी. So I hope I could answer that question, and I really hope that you take this suggestion seriously, because I really talk about men empowerment as well. It's not just if women are to be empowered to raise their voice. I believe there is equal importance of empowering men to start emoting themselves. They are not allowed to feel emotions. Yeah. We've been the men in our society are brought up in a way कि सिर्फ आप दो ही emotions कर सकते हो, या तो आप गुस्सा हो जाओ या फिर आप खुश हो लो. Sad emotion is not in their dictionary. And I'm sorry, you are a human first and then a man. So bring out that feminine side of you. Only then it's going to be equality. Otherwise, maybe females, maybe there'll come a time wherein men wouldn't feel equal. And if you want equality, we need to empower both men and women and all the genders. Like I say, all the genders we need to empower, and we need to tell them to be humans first. So I think that is my closing thought here.
Very well said, ma'am. Definitely, I think definitely we are going to take it seriously. And men empowerment, that was really something new for me. Thank you so much. Ma'am, I think, guys, we are winding up with these questions. Ma'am, I think it's time to wind up.
Yes.
So it was really nice talking with you. I must say, 1 hour, I didn't get to know that 1 hour really passed. Musharraf has to interrupt in between. If Salah, can you post the feedback form? A link into this comment box.
Before that, can we go for a group photo, Amira?
Yeah, sure.
We'll take a bit.
Yeah, everyone, please turn on your video. We are going to take a snapshot. Participants, please turn on your video.
Wow, I'm so happy to see so many men here as well.
I think there are many, I guess.
Uh, Excuse me, we can have a virtual photo. I request everyone to turn on your video and put a smile, that beautiful smile everyone is having. Put that in on the face. And I also request everyone to just raise your hand like this, show your palm on the cam, because just we can put it on the Kerala section social media, because there is a campaign running now where they are asking to we are a part of International Women's Day, just to show that, let's show your palm too with your face, so we can have that. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm a part of women empowerment.
I would need these pictures and the recording also. I loved the session. Thank you so much for having such beautiful questions for me.
Sure, ma'am. I think the technical team, you can go. Yeah, you can go for the picture once everyone is ready. Technical team, please take on Aromal, Shamil. Yeah, I want everyone to put that beautiful smile on your face. Come on, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it from the technical team. Is it okay, Aromal? Are we good with that? Aromal, could you please respond?
Have we done right? Shamim or Aroma, please respond.
Taken some snaps, but everyone is not, have not turned on their video.
I think
that's fine.
Could we have a try once again, or is there anyone pending to open the just to turn on the cam? So that will be this will be some memorable one. I think so. My personal feeling on it.
Yes, sure. Everyone, please take a comfortable place for owning your video. Just take time and come first.
Yep. We'll 30 more seconds, so we'll take it very quickly.
Sure. Once again?
Yep, once again. Okay, thank you. And before that, I would love to thank everyone. Before concluding I will be posting the feedback form in the chat box right now before concluding this. So at last, I would just to add on and wrap up in 2 minutes. Please bear me for that 2 minutes. I want, before saying all that stuff, thank you and all, because I would love to say that this session was really something out of the box, because every session we learn something. But in this we have enjoyed too. I must say we have learned as well as we have enjoyed too, being in this session where the Amira has asked some few questions and also the madam has answered it. I think each line spoke by our chief guest has that's all, because there was something in that, because where everyone felt, yeah, this is me, or this is my position in my society, or this is what I have to do. Where you spoke about purpose and all that, by motivating or doing that was really where we all know it. We all know it. Every human know it. But where that you need someone to show that this is the way, go. Everyone know that. But there is what happens. There is a big gap. There is a big gap in between. We want someone to build a bridge on that, and that was done in this session. Really, thank you, madam, for joining over here. And I would love to thank my team, especially by taking the name 2 persons, especially Mr. Amirunisa, who has moderated over here. She has done a very good job. Thank you, Amira. And also my design member, Mr. Shamil, he has designed the posters and all that. I would love, Aromal, could you please present the token of love? We have a token of love for you, madam. It's a pure token of love, because we were going through the exams and contact classes. We looked to, I asked my team, could we draw a pencil portrait for madam? But we were going through the exams and the contact classes, so we couldn't make it. Romal, could you please once again?
Thank you so much.
That would be great.
Thank you so much.
Romal, your
session. Honestly, I loved the question. Like I said, for any interview or any webinar to be successful, it depends upon the questions. So thank you. You guys have done a great job there.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
And
It's about
For this
such a
beautiful gesture, I would love it. If you can give this to me, or I can take a screenshot right now. However, but this is beautiful. Thank you so much.
you can take a screenshot, but I will share you after this meeting, ma'am. I'm definitely going to share it with you, but you can, I can take a screenshot too. I will ask my team to also go for it. And
Yes.
at last, concluding it, thank you. And first, last, I would like to wholeheartedly, as I said, this is a pure token of love. Yeah, please accept it as because being a student and being the team, we had made it over. Thank you, madam, for joining with us. And in this scenario where everyone, as we have discussed in this session, where we live in 21st century, where, as madam said, where man and woman has needed to be equally empowered, not just a woman, not just a man, where we have to equally empowered, where we have to think out of box, where we have to bring on the opportunity, not just getting into the opportunities, or just not just blaming the government, we have no job, or not, like I'm not taking any side of any government, but I'm just saying as a commonly creating an opportunity and bringing on it, where, because still the mindset, I personally feel that everything, the layer of the foundation, the biggest foundation of everything in this world is the mindset of the people, how the mindset is the people take over. Because even in this 21st century, I think one week earlier, we had a news that SC has asked a government servant, will he marry a woman he had raped? She's a minor lady. He has raped her, and the SC has asked him, would you marry that woman or you will lose the job? We were really shocked with that news, because it's Supreme Court, man. You cannot be that silly. So because that's the mindset of the people where that come from. And we need to change that mindset. And as some great, I'm not remembering his or her name, as they said that we have to change from ourselves. Let's change ourselves first, then my house, then my society, then my community, and then it's stay in this incredible India, which is very beautiful nation, and we all know that. And at last, I would like to thank all the team members, especially Amira and Shamil, who has worked MESB, my family, and our chief guest. I'm posting the feedback form. You can please fill it. And one thing more, guys, sharing it any other source will not be entertained. Please fill it over here only, because so I can circulate the certificate very shortly of the participants. And here you go. The form is on the chat box. Please fill it on. It will be open for 5 minutes. Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye. If it's done, you can leave the chat window, meeting window.
Sure.
Thank